How you doing? How you doing, man? We're back with another episode of Put You On Game. I got another special guest with me. Man, this is another real nigga episode, man. One of the realest niggas that I came across, man. One of the best barbers in town. No debate, no arguing at all. I got that boy Josh with me, man. What's going on with you, man?
Man, shit, man, nothing much, man. You know, just trying to make the world better, man. One cut at a time.
One cut at a time. Feel you on that, man. Now we just put take off the rest, man. How you feel about that, man?
Man, you know, that was a big hit for the city, you know, and you know, it's just an unfortunate situation, and you know, people got questions, people want answers, you know, so it's just, you know, hopefully, you know, the main, you know, the people that's closest to him, hopefully they, you know, get the answers that, you know, they was looking for, and, you know, and everybody can kind of, you know, sleep at ease or whatever, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, that justice gonna prevail and this or whatnot, you know.
Right, and it's always a different kind of, I always say, you know, you probably say this too, when you grow up listening to artists, you have a different love for that person. You know what I'm saying? When you was in middle school, high school, like, or even college, you have a different love for an artist because you grew up listening to them. Go ahead.
And you know what's crazy that you say this, because it's like, and I kind of feel bad that I feel this way though, because I mean, my thing is I always like been Amigos fan. I always like fuck with the
Me too.
Migos or whatever.
Me too.
Of course, like you know, Quavo was always like my favorite Migo or whatever.
Okay.
But then you know, but I like all of them individually, you know, collectively or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They all like bring, you know what I'm saying, something like unique, you know what I'm saying, to their craft or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, with Quavo being the front man, and then you know, Offset kind of, you know, was doing his thing or whatever. Yeah. I was like, okay, yeah, he can spit too, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is though, I never had really listened to Takeoff, and it's sad to say this, into his passing or whatnot. And then I actually went back and kind of like, you know, paid more attention like to his verses and, you know what I'm saying, and his lyrics and stuff like that. And he was nice though. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. And everybody got their opinion as far as
preferences,
like, you know what I'm saying, who was the, you know, the better rapper out of them three or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But he was cold though.
Yeah, Takeoff was cold, man.
Yeah, he was cold.
How he moved. Takeoff was the most laid back person out the group. You know, you had Quavo with Sweetie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Offset with Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that whole power. Yeah, and he was the one that was laid back. He was a good soldier, like
quiet, low key.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He didn't really kind of like, you know, maybe a lot of people didn't really, you know, pay attention to him like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
cause he said he don't do the press. He said when it's time to make money, I'm out. And if you need me, I'm out with you. But nigga, I don't like to be out.
Well, you know, everybody play their role in their position or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So he probably felt like, you know, with Quavo being the front man and with, you know, Offset, you know, how he, you know what I'm saying, what he bringing to the table, whatever, he probably felt like, you know, I ain't really got to say too much. I ain't got to do too much, man.
Right.
You know,
just sit here and shit.
Yeah,
man. So tell the audience where you from, man.
I'm originally from Atlanta, Southwest, Zone 4.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was actually born in Augusta, Georgia, though.
Oh, okay.
Mom moved to the city when I was like 2 years old. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I don't live all over Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But I spent most of my time in like the Southwest area.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All right. So, yeah.
You got any siblings?
It's 6 of us.
Ooh.
Yeah.
6 of us.
Yeah, 3.
Dang.
Yeah, 3.
What,
boys.
you the middle? What you?
I'm the oldest.
Oh, you the oldest. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
3 boys, 3 girls.
Okay. How was that like being the oldest?
Me being the oldest, man, it's kind of like, you could kind of say I'm like the third parent to my siblings. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I kind of like, you know, I'm just the third parent. You feel me? So you know, when some shit go on or some shit pop off, mom and dad don't want to fuck with it. They gonna come to me or whatever. So you know,
right.
But it, you know, it is. I mean, you know how it is, man. You know, I got blamed for everything. I was, you know, always held accountable for this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Then of course, you know, they looking up to me and this, that, and the third. You know, trying to, you know, set a good example.
Yep.
Sometimes I didn't always set a good example, but you know, I fuck with the kids though. You know what I'm saying? They my children. You know what I'm saying? They my kids.
I feel yeah. Like I said, I definitely can relate to how you feel when it comes to being the oldest, man. And set an example. That was me too, man. Being the oldest, and the oldest go through things, so the younger ones don't have to go through it. You
Yeah, of course, man. But and you know it's like, you know, when you the oldest and then you the middle and you the youngest, right. Everybody get treated kind of differently or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, of course, the youngest, you know, the baby. Or whatever, they don't, you know what I'm saying? They can do no wrong. They get away with everything. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, I know. Like I have, especially the youngest though, like my youngest or whatever, my youngest siblings, I know I have a responsibility to them, you know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, with my parents having them, you know, later in life, you know what I'm saying? So my parents are older now, right. And I know if, you know, if something was to happen to my parents or whatever, you know, it's gonna be on me to, you know, take care of them and look out for them and make sure they good. So you know,
that's true, yeah. Man. That's good that you even take on that, man. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of older siblings, man, that be scared, that just shy away from it. Like, I ain't trying to do all that. That ain't my responsibility. That ain't that, man. Nah, but the fact that you don't shy away from it and shit and you embrace it, like, yeah.
I mean, well, you know my thing is, like, I'm big on family. I'm very family oriented and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what I'm saying? My siblings are my kids. Right. And they kids are my kids. You know what I'm saying?
That's supposed to be.
You know, so
100%.
I just know I gotta hold them down. You know what I'm saying? Because I know. Like, you know, if shit hit the fan, you know what I'm saying? If shit hit the fan and mom and dad ain't here, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be looking to me, you know what I'm saying? So.
100%. Yeah. So what high school you went to, man?
I went to Tri-Cities.
Oh, really?
Yeah, class 03.
Oh, okay. How was that?
Yeah, Bulldogs. Man, Tri-Cities was I love Tri-Cities, man. It was you know what I'm saying, like, good school, you know, good people, good friends, good classmates, you know. And what's crazy though, I actually I ended up going to Tri-Cities because my dad wanted me to go there. You know what I'm saying? When I went to live with him, he was trying to get me in school. Right. And he wanted to get me into a good school, and it was it's a few schools I could have ended up going to. I could have ended up going to Thera, Washington, Lithonia, or probably Redan or something like that or whatever. Yeah. But you know, at the time, you know, we was living in Stone Mountain, but my dad worked in the city or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, you know, I'm gonna put you in Tri-Cities or whatever. And I'm glad he did that though, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with Tri-Cities though. Try high.
That was man. You playing the sports and going on?
No, I did not, man. I didn't play no sports. I wanted to play sports, but I did try for the basketball team though, but that didn't go too good though. Nah, I mean, cause you know the thing is, I ended up going to Banneker my 9th grade year. You know what I'm saying? And then I moved down to the country, came back to live with my pops, and then I ended up enrolling in Tri-Cities probably like my 2nd semester of my sophomore year. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I ain't really have no, you know what I'm saying? Like, by the time I tried out for the basketball team, I was like a senior or whatever. The coaches, I ain't really know who the fuck I was or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So, then not to mention, I wasn't really that tall. I was small in high school though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was small, I was skinny or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
you had a jumper, you had a shot.
I mean, I think I did, but the crazy thing is though, like my eyesight bad too though. Like, you know, I wear glasses, so my vision was bad though. So you know, I think I could have made a lot more of them jumpers if I had like some of them basketball goggles on or some shit.
Some of them Georgia bars. Yeah, but James Worthy.
I feel like I was nice though, man. But I was just small though, man. I was just short, skinny. You know what I'm saying? So. Right. Yeah, niggas weren't taking me seriously. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got, especially when you got niggas in high school, them niggas got them built like grown men and shit. So, yeah, man.
Yeah. So what about college, man? Did you go to college?
No, I went to the military.
No, how'd that go? What made you want to go to the military?
Well, I knew by the time I was a senior in high school, I knew I wasn't going to college or whatever because I didn't really have the grades like that. You know what I'm saying? I really wasn't even thinking about college or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I was in ROTC in high school. Right. So I had already been, you know, talking to some recruiters and stuff like that. And the plan was for me to actually go to the military right after high school. But I waited though. I waited about 2 years after I graduated high school. Then I went to the military.
What made you wait though? Why did you wait? Did you need to break from school, or you just want to just chill out for a while?
I wanted to chill out for a while, man. You know, I was working. You know what I'm saying, and yeah, I just wanted to chill. And then on top of that, I wasn't even really sure if I wanted to go. So I needed time to think. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, some people like boom, graduate high school, you got your summer break. By the fall, you go on, you know what I'm saying, you go on the basic training or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't wanted to be like that.
So like, here's what I say. A lot of people, you know, feel like it's only two options, right? You go into college or you go into the military. So did you feel like pressure
or get a job.
Or get a job, you know what I'm saying? But the road to success is between college.
No, I didn't feel pressure because the military was something I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, like my dad didn't talk me into it. Nobody talked me into doing that. Like I knew that's what I wanted to do. And I wanted to do it because I didn't want to be considered a failure though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people that drop out of high school or that graduate high school and then they don't really be doing nothing else with their life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I think I did it because you know what I'm saying, I wanted to make something out of myself. Or at least try, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And then, you know, get away, you know, get out the city, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you on that. See, me, that's how I was, like me, going to college and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? But see, me, I was pressured. I felt very pressured, excuse me, to go to college because, like I said, man, I didn't see, what I'm doing now, Josh, I didn't see this shit years ago. Podcasts weren't really popular back then.
Oh shit, nigga, I ain't even know what a podcast was until how many years ago? It probably was like
a year ago. That when it started getting popular, like a year or two ago.
Even before that though.
Come on with your buddy.
Now, the first time I seen podcasts was when I got my first iPhone. I think I had, what was my first iPhone? I think it was like maybe an iPhone 6 or some shit like that, and then, you know, it had the little podcast app or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Then I was dating this girl at the time, and she was into podcasts. That was the first time, shout out to my ex-girlfriend Kyra, that was the first time I listened to a podcast, because she used to listen to the Angela Yee podcast and the Joe Budden podcast when they still had Marl and Rory and all them or whatever. So I was listening to that, and then I kind of got into it. So I would always listen to the Joe Budden podcast, and I would listen to Angela Yee. You know what I'm saying? And that was about it, though. You know what I'm saying?
But see, like I said, I ain't see this shit in the so-called future, man. But like I was saying, I preach a lot on this podcast about college a lot, bro, because I want people to understand that college is a business. You see what I'm saying? And just because you go there doesn't mean you're going to be successful when you get out. Because I tell people a lot of times, man.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm going to put it like this, man. Everybody that I know that went to college is doing good for themselves.
Everybody I know went to college ain't doing good for themselves.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I mean, my thing is, it's like.
But we're also from two different generations as well. I'm
more. What year you graduated high school?
2016.
26. Okay, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We 10, 15.
Yeah, shit.
13. Whole decade. You see what I'm saying?
My 20th year reunion next year.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So our generation is different. And in this era and time, people that I know that got degrees and do this and did that 2 degrees,
you know what it is though?
Nothing.
You know what it is though? Times have changed though, because it's like now. It's so many ways to get money. It's so many things to do to like get money and be successful. You know what I'm saying? Be an entrepreneur. Like it's like as time go on, as time advance, you know, technology, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Life is gonna get easier for the next generations to come. You know what I'm saying? So it's like things are easier now. You know what I'm saying? Than what it was when I came out of high school. But truth be told, though, what I know now, if I could go back, I would have went to college. You know what I'm saying? I would have took school more seriously, and I would have, you know, tried to get a scholarship and go to college and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is college is still good. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but what I'm saying is that a lot of people go and they don't realize that once you get out, you're not guaranteed a job. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of times, Josh, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
That too,
your
though.
connections is
Oh,
what
yeah, of course.
you can be as wise and have all these qualifications, but if you don't know nobody,
That's
your ass gonna be sitting there.
But I think, okay, so like with college, you got some people, like a lot of people got degrees,
right?
And they not even working in they field of degree or whatnot.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
Nope.
But at the same time though, a lot of college graduates, they still get they'll get a good job. It might not be in their field of study, but they'll get a good, decent, or maybe a high paying job just because they got the degree. Because you got to think about it. If I'm the hiring boss or whatnot,
right,
and I'm choosing between two applicants or whatever.
Okay.
One got a college degree, one don't got a college degree.
Okay.
Now
what if that person? Okay, hold on. Say that.
Okay.
Two people, right? Now, what if one got a college degree, and what if that person got experience actually on the field? Who you gonna choose then?
Well, see, I mean, that's a...
Because it's easy to, you can know all the protocols by actually going out there. Do you know how to improvise? Being on the field hands-on. Do you actually, you know what I'm saying, this person been on the field 2 years. You might got the qualification, but this person got the qualification.
I mean...
They ain't got the, you know what I'm saying, the qualification that you got, but they got the experience. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, you always got to go with the experience.
Exactly.
But at the same
That's what
time,
matters.
too, though. A lot of people that got college degrees do get jobs though, because it's like I said, if I'm hiring between two people,
right,
I'm gonna hire the one. 9 out of 10, I'm gonna hire the person that got the degree.
Absolutely.
Because they showed that they took the initiative to, you know what I'm saying, further educate themselves, spend additional 4 to 6 to 8 years in school after they got out of high school or whatever. Because I know when I was in high school, I couldn't wait to get out of high school.
I think we all like that
school. I was like, fuck school. Like, I don't want to go to school no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I barely made it out of high school. What the fuck I'm gonna do in college? You know what I'm saying?
Me and you the same way.
I be wasting folks' time, man.
Me too, you know the same way. But it's a lot of people like that too, though, that go there. I mean, that do that. And all I'm saying is, experience is the greatest teacher, right? My thing is, find your talent, find something that you're good at, that you're great at, and go from there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, people just go there just to say I did something. You see what I'm saying? But they ain't really what they want to do. You see what I'm saying? They ain't really passionate about going here. They just doing that shit just to.
I mean,
pass them.
You know, maybe they parents wanted their parents wanted them to go to college. They didn't really want to go to college, but their parents wanted them to.
I experienced that.
Or the family members like, you gotta go. You know, everybody, you gotta go to college. You gotta go to college. You gotta go to college. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
My dad, he never. And that's one thing I can say about my dad, man. He didn't really, like, he didn't force me to go to college or the military. I ain't gonna lie, the only thing he forced on me was that barber and shit, though.
We gonna get into that. Hold on, we'll get into that. We'll get into that shit. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
But man, hold on, let's go ahead I think we need to go ahead and hop into this game, man. You hop into this game, man.
What game?
We're gonna play the game, man. I ask you 5 questions.
Alright.
Whichever questions you get right, I take a shot. Whichever ones you get wrong, you take a shot.
How many questions?
5 questions.
It's only 5 questions.
Yes, sir.
So I might have to take 5 shots.
You might have to.
Damn, let's get it.
You might not have to, though. I mean, you don't see it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't watch it. Like, you ready, man? You might get all these right, though. I've never been beat 5-0.
Damn.
So let's see, can Josh be the first person to beat a nigga 5-0?
5-0.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
What year did Mike Tyson lose to Buster Douglas?
Good.
A, 1990.
Okay.
B, 1991.
I'm gonna go with 90.
Okay, you got that right. Okay.
Yes.
Look at hey, pay me that motherfucker right there.
You need your shot glass.
Yeah, give me shot glass. You know what I'm saying? We pull it up. We
You
got
good though. See, you get fucked though. You gotta go nowhere.
We good.
Matter of fact, we gonna leave that top off though, cause you might be taking some more shots.
So I might be taking some more shots. Woo! Shit. Let's go. Who has won more Defensive Player of the Year awards? A, Ray Lewis. B, Aaron Donald.
I'm gonna go with Aaron Donald.
Okay. Oh, look at that boy. He said, I'm gonna go Aaron Donald. Okay.
I mean, it make it easier because it's I guess it's what this multiple choice or something like that. So
yeah. Cause I can't just ask you that question.
Nah, you know what it is though. The girls that be on the podcast, they be getting it wrong. They be getting it wrong, y'all.
Girls. I mean, the niggas. Hold on, I had a few niggas. I've been beat. Actually, I've been beat 4-1 by a nigga.
I mean, I hate to say. I mean, I'm gonna be. I only listen most. I listen to most your podcast. I listen to the one with the female. Yeah. Cause
it's been more street with the females.
Hey, look, shout out to all the females that's been on my boy Put You On Game podcast. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sound sexy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all look like, but you know what I'm saying.
They look good too, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, they look good too, man.
So
they look good too.
Well, shit, shout out to the ladies that's been on.
Very intelligent woman. I give them credit, y'all. Very intelligent, very smart, very wise. Thank y'all for coming on this podcast, supporting it. Y'all know how much we talk. A lot of them we still in communication with.
Hey, shout out to them.
Cause I plan on doing networking event, having everybody that I had on here, everybody networking shit.
That'd be dope. Like a love and hip hop reunion.
Yeah, type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody link up and shit. And having that, yeah. So I'm planning on doing that sometime in the future.
You should definitely do that. Cause I want to meet. I want to meet the ladies that was.
Yes. Okay. Which T.I. song from his album Paper Trail sold the most units? A, Whatever You Like. B, Live Your Life.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Live Your Life.
Okay. Look at this man.
And now, the only reason I went with that one because now, Whatever You Like, that was a tough one. They played the hell out of that song in the clubs, on the radio, whatever.
Right.
But that Live Your Life though got that girl Rihanna. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Rihanna.
Yeah.
Man, what? Come on, man. International pop star, yo. Like,
that is true.
Feel me?
That is true. You fucking let me take all them damn shots.
Man, look, I might exempt you from maybe one or two.
I might exempt from 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you want a good start though.
I'm 3-0 right now.
You 3-0.
All right, let's get it.
Okay. What year did the first Black Panther come out? A, 2018. B, 2019.
Oh, that's easy. 2018.
Okay. Oh, it's just this nigga. Oh, okay then.
I went to go see Black Panther when it
came. You did? Yeah. Oh, so you remember the year?
Matter of fact, I was with Kyra.
Oh, you was?
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend. I was with her. Shout out to Kyra.
Shout out to her. Ex-girlfriend.
No, look, I know my.
Her name show been coming up a lot of episodes, John.
No, we gonna talk about my current girlfriend too, though.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
I know when she hear this though, she gonna be like, damn, man.
That's what you talking
about, man. Kyle and shit. Like, what the fuck wrong with this nigga?
No, we all gotta pass though.
But I'm gonna tell her. Man, I'm gonna tell her what I did anyway. I'm gonna tell her before she even listens. I'm gonna tell her like, look.
We all gotta pass. We all gotta pass. Let's go. Last question. Let's see. Damn, this nigga might be 5-0. Look like, what song from Jay-Z Blueprint charted high on the Billboard? Was it A, Hove, H to the Izzo? I mean, I'm fucking drunk. H-O-V-E. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, gotcha.
Or was it B, Girls, Girls, Girls?
I know I'm gonna probably get this wrong, but I'm gonna take a shot in the dark. I'm gonna go with the H-O-V.
H-O-V?
Yeah.
That's your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer. I was right. I was wrong.
Go ahead and pour it up, man.
Okay. It's all good. Look, I ain't want you to have to take all 5 of them shots anyway.
Go ahead and pour it up, man.
I'm gonna have girls. That was the answer?
You know, you know what? I thought you would actually pick that answer.
Nah, you know what? Listen.
Girls. That song was so popular.
I fuck with that song though. I fuck with it though, but I don't know. I didn't know for sure though, so you know. I don't know.
Okay. Well, still, nigga. Shout out to Josh, man. He came up here and whooped my ass, though.
That was the fifth answer?
That was the fifth one.
Okay. So I 4 out of
4-1. You said, so the niggas, the niggas, I started a couple.
You know, when it comes to this trivia shit, though, I think the guys always are better than girls, though. Yeah, cause we be knowing girls. They don't be knowing shit, man. They be faking, man. They be acting like they in the loop or they know what's going on and shit. They don't be knowing what the fuck going on for real. They just probably know what they see on Instagram, or, you know, any other social media platform,
right,
or whatever the fuck they probably see on Love and Hip Hop, whatever bullshit show they be watching and shit, man.
Yeah.
They don't be knowing.
Okay, so let's get back to this interview, man.
Right,
shit, that was straight. Hey, shout out to Josh, man. You got that. You came up here and did your thing already.
Hey, man. Hey, look, 4 out of 1, man.
4 out of 1, goddamn. So, what kind of advice can you give to other people, man, that's trying to go to the military?
Oh, people that want to go, man, you know what's crazy? I'm going to keep it real.
Keep it real.
But my opinion has changed, though.
Okay.
Earlier, my opinion was I wouldn't tell nobody to go to the military, but I wouldn't tell nobody not to go to the military.
Right.
But now, you know what I'm saying, where we, you know what I'm saying, how society is now, where we currently at right now, if any young brother or young sister told me that they wanted to go to the military, I would tell them if that's what they want to do, they should.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I already am being, you know what I'm saying, I give them the pros and the cons.
Right.
I would ask them like.
And what is the pros and the cons? What's the pros and the cons?
The pros and cons, man. I'm waiting for one. You know you're gonna get a steady paycheck every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying. You're gonna travel.
Okay.
You're gonna meet a lot of interesting people.
Okay.
And then, you know, I guess the cons will be just probably like being away from home.
Mm-hmm.
Being away from home, you know, taking orders from people, you know, people kind of, you know, people, they, you know, some people in the military, they take that rank shit
serious.
You know, yeah, man. So you got, you know, motherfuckers talking you all crazy and shit. Like, you know, you being told what to do and you got to do it, you know what I'm saying? And then probably just trying to have a relationship or a family. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was in the military, it was hard for me to keep a relationship because I was always gone. You know what I'm saying? That, let alone if you was married and you had kids and you gotta, you know, you gotta be away from your, you know, from your girl and your kids and stuff, like, you know, your wife and your kids and stuff. The good thing was when I was in, I didn't have a steady girlfriend and I didn't have any children. So, you know. So now when young people come to me and tell me they want to go to the military, I encourage them that they should do it. And I tell them, you know what I'm saying, tell me why you want to go. You know what I'm saying, why do you want to go to, what are you going to the military for? Because you got to, you know what you're going for, then that way you can kind of know how to maneuver and what you need to do to, you know what I'm saying, to set yourself up, you know what I'm saying, in the long run or whatnot, you know what I'm saying. And I just, you know, guide them and give them advice and I tell them, you know what I'm saying, you got any questions or anything you need to talk to me about, call me, and I'm gonna tell you what it is or whatever, you know what I'm saying. I ain't no military recruiter, you know what I'm saying. But, you know, you can still call me and I'm gonna let you know what it is. I'm gonna keep it real, you know what I'm saying.
That's what's up, man.
Because I didn't have that though, you know what I'm saying. When I went into the military, I went in blind. You know what I'm saying? Like my recruiters, they didn't tell me everything, you know what I'm saying. And a lot of shit I had to figure out on my own. And a lot of shit I didn't know until
you was in there.
Once I was in there, or even after I left, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
But see, that experience is the greatest teacher, though. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got the experience.
Yeah.
So now you know, so now you can come back and now you can tell somebody else.
Yeah, I can tell
you know what I'm saying? Because you got that experience.
Yeah, like don't do this or do that or this what you need to do, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Because I always tell people, don't speak about it if you ain't lived it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't really been in the trenches, how do you really know what it is to be in the trenches if you never really been in the trenches?
Exactly.
That's real shit. You don't know, man. So let's get on this. I know it's a little old, but not too old. When 21 Savage's comments on Nas, right? I know.
Now I heard what he said, but what did he exactly say though?
I'm gonna say this because I know we kind of talked about it. I was trying to talk about it in the barbershop, but you know everybody was was trying to chop it in and give me a chance to.
Oh yeah, we did kind of touch on it.
Yeah, we touched on it a little bit. Everybody give me a chance to talk. They like, oh yeah, he got more hits than 21. I'm like, let me explain something. Here's what I was saying when I said, but hold up. First of all, let me clarify what you just asked me. What he said was Nas ain't relevant. He said Nas just have a big ass fan base, but he said Nas ain't relevant. Now let me tell you this. Now let me revisit this. The young generation, my generation, right? My generation.
Okay.
Right. We judge relevancy by hits, right? If we don't hear you in the radio, if we don't hear you in the club, we don't hear you in the streets.
But
let me finish. Let me finish. If we don't hear you, you know what I'm saying, in the clubs or the streets or in the car out there, you're not relevant. That's how young niggas think. That's how young niggas think though.
But which is, I ain't gonna say it's stupid.
It is. That's what I said.
But first of all, Nas don't even make club music. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was saying.
Because I heard Boosie talk about it or whatever, and Boosie was like, "Oh, you don't hear Jay-Z in the club, you don't hear Nas in the club." But
you used to hear Jay-Z in the club.
But I'm like, Boosie, them niggas don't even. Okay, where Jay-Z at in his career?
Yeah,
he ain't making no club music.
Facts.
Nas ain't never really made no club music.
And that's what I was saying.
So I'm like, Boosie, what the fuck is you talking about? And then on top of that, when you go to New York, up there in that northern region or whatever,
right?
You gonna hear them niggas in the club though. You know what I'm saying?
What I was saying was that even with Nas, like when I was saying, you know, Nas had never been a hit maker. What I was saying was that Lil Wayne, right? So talk about Lil Wayne, right? Lil Wayne has a song that my baby sister knows, I know, you know. You see what I'm saying? That's a universal hit. Everybody knows. Nas doesn't have a song that my baby sister knows. Everybody knows on each level. You see what I'm saying? You have to be a Nas fan to know his hits. That's what I was saying. You have to be you can't just play a Nas song and everybody start rapping it. You see what I'm saying? You could not be a Drake fan and know a Drake song.
But okay, either you're a Nas fan or you just know. Like I take you for instance.
Okay.
You different though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From a lot of niggas, from your peers or whatever. Like you deep. Like you know about. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
You know about them niggas though. You know what I'm saying? Like so a lot of your peers don't
know about.
They don't really know nothing about no Jay-Z or no Nas or no.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's all I was saying. Like that's all I was trying to say. The barbershop. I didn't say Nas didn't have hits. I was saying that he doesn't have a universal hit that all ages would know. You know what I'm saying? You can play it, like I said, Drake song. Everybody know the damn Drake song. Everybody know God's playing.
So my take on that is, first of all, 21, he's entitled to his opinion.
Right.
And to 21 Savage and other niggas, maybe Nas ain't relevant.
Right.
That's okay.
You
know what I'm saying? That's okay. To me, to me he's relevant.
Yeah.
But to the next nigga, he might not be relevant though.
Because these young niggas don't do their research.
The only thing that
do your research, young nigga.
The only thing that pissed me off about that shit is with 21. First of all, 21, you know what I'm saying, 21 Savage or whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's entitled to his opinion.
Absolutely. We all know.
My thing is, you said what you said.
Right.
Stand on that.
Stand on that shit.
You caught some backlash or whatever. Now you and Nas on made a song together.
That's it.
And then truth be told, if I was Nas, I wouldn't even make no song with your ass though. But at the same time, I understand y'all niggas got in the room. It was a win-win. Talked about it. It made sense. If it made dollars, it made sense. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, Nas always been like a peacemaker. Though.
Yeah, but you know, shout out to the God. Yeah.
When Jeezy had that issue, remember when Jeezy talked about it on Drink Champs when Nas said hip hop is dead. When Nas was taking over, Jeezy didn't like that comment. Jeezy, you know, when I said, how the hell Nas say that? He said Nas called him and said, hey man, I love you, brother, and explained it to him. He said when he explained it to him, he said, I felt like such a dumbass, like, damn, like, I ain't know, like, Nas was like the first one to show him how to properly communicate.
Hey, shout out to Nas.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Nas, because I actually went to see Nas in concert when they State of New York Mine tour. I went to that show. And I went because I wanted to see Nas, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about everybody else, but I fuck with Nas.
Me too.
I know,
me too.
I know who Nas is.
You gotta, but see, I'm a hip hop fan. That's why I fuck with Nas.
Yeah,
like I'm saying, the average person though, like I said, you play a Nas song, they don't know it. You know what I'm saying? I just can't say no damn Nas song to save her life. Like I said, you play a Wayne record, they'll know, or you play a T.I. record, Some records everybody know that are universal.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
hey.
Like you said, Live Your Life.
Yeah.
Everybody done heard that damn song.
Man, but my brother, that's a dope ass song.
It is though.
Like
it
you
is.
listen to that
it
shit.
is.
You listen to Rihanna singing that shit.
Yep.
T.I. saying what he's saying or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a dope ass song.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, yeah, man. That was that was hard.
Yeah,
that was hard.
That's all I'm saying. Y'all young niggas, man. My advice to y'all young niggas is do y'all research, man. And stop making the judgments.
And
21
niggas, still might feel how he feel though.
Yeah, he do.
He still might feel like Nas ain't relevant, even though he made a song with Nas or whatever though. But you know,
it's okay.
That's his
opinion. Your own opinion. But
that's his opinion.
If you're gonna make an opinion on hip hop royalty, Nas is hip hop royalty. When you compare albums, like who got the best albums or who constructed the album better, Illmatic it's the standard.
But then again though, hold on. Then again though, 21 maybe 21 had to go back and do his research on Nas.
He probably had
maybe you know once he caught that backlash and he got them phone calls and niggas getting on his ass like, nah, nigga, young nigga, you need to go listen to this or go listen to that. He probably went back and listened to it or whatever and probably like, okay, whatever. You know, because one thing I will say about 21 though, and I could tell like you know what I'm saying, because even back then they was trying to kind of like put 21 in that mumble rap category.
He got way better. He got way better. I give him credit for that.
Oh yeah, fact.
Way better.
But even if you listen to 21 back then and listen to him now, you could tell that 21 Savage is definitely a student of the game though. Like he know his hip hop history though. Like he know, you know what I'm saying? Like he got a good ear. He definitely got a good ear. Like as far as like his beat selection and shit like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely.
He said a good comment. He said a comment too back then that people didn't like when he said in the streets, Future bigger than Drake. Cause you know like you said when you broke back then, you know Drake used to make albums. Future used to make mixtapes. You know Streets Calling. Dirty Sprite, True Story, all that. So back then, you know, mixtape is free.
And I agree with 21 on that though.
I did too.
And guess what? Drake know it too though. That's why you think Drake fuck with Future the way he do.
Yeah.
He know.
Streets,
you know what I'm saying?
Big, yeah.
Man, come on, he know, bro.
100%.
That's Future the reason why street niggas know about Drake. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, come on.
That's true. So okay, that's another topic. I know this topic been going around. Shout out Glorilla. She started the comment. First of all, usually it's always niggas that start this shit, but now it's females. Going 50-50 with a woman, man. That's been going around. Hottest topic, man.
You know what's crazy, bro?
Let's go ahead and dive onto that shit.
I know me and you, we done talked about this at the shop or whatever. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I do believe in 50-50.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it.
Cause I'm the type of nigga like, okay, so my plan is at some point in time, I will like take care of my wife. I do have plans on being the sole provider and taking care of everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm working towards or whatnot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, look, baby, if we gotta go 50-50, we gotta go 50-50. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do no less than 50. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't like, you know what I'm saying, my younger days in the past, I done been in a situation where I was doing less than 50% or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third.
Be real.
But where I'm at now though, I got you 50. You know what I'm saying? And if I can do more, I'm willing to do more and will do more. Right. You know what I'm saying? But if we gotta go 50-50, we gotta go 50-50, babe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give you nothing less than 50. Right. But if we gotta go 50, we gotta go 50. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get my take on this. Let me say. First of all, I think Michelle Obama put it perfectly. Shout out Michelle Obama, man. She put it perfectly. When she talked about Obama. First of all, hold up. Before I get into what Michelle says, usually, like you saying, Josh, all the niggas, the Game and Gilly and Wallow, all y'all niggas rich. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so it's
easy for you to say what you would do.
But I ain't gonna lie though,
when you were that rich.
But a lot of them type of niggas though, they fucking with females. The females they fucking with, they getting the bag too though.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I'm
still,
saying?
but you don't care about shit. If you rich, you gonna do when you rich, you gonna do it, man. You gonna take care of everything. So it's easy to say. You got to talk to people that's like
that's
not
what
having it like that.
Because that's what I'm saying. Because I ain't gonna lie, listen. You got some motherfuckers that's having it like that, and they don't want to take care of everything or whatever.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm the type of nigga like, baby, if I had it like that, I would do everything.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't have it like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like.
And that don't make you less than a man just because you don't have it like that. But you got these niggas sitting here acting like you do. You know what I'm saying? Here's what I always say. Here's my whole opinion with the 50-50, right? I always say, to me, I say 60-40, right? Here's why I say 60-40, because it always, depending on kind of woman you got, it's gonna always you're gonna always do more for a woman than a woman.
If you a man, yo, you're gonna do more anyway.
Anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, I know I'm the man, so I know I'm gonna do more.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I might not be doing it all,
right?
But I know I'm gonna be doing more. Whether
Right.
it's 60-40,
yeah,
70-30,
right,
80-20, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because of us, man, we happy with the simple shit, man. It don't take a lot to make a man happy. It really don't. You know what I'm saying? But with a woman, depending on, you know what I'm saying, her and what she like and stuff, you got to keep up certain shit. You got to continue to do certain stuff. You can't just, you know what I'm saying, fall back. If you fall back, then it's
but women,
you gotta keep it up.
But the women, you gotta do your part too.
Yep,
though, you know what I'm saying?
Up,
like my thing is like, if I'm a man and I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm working a bullshit, a mediocre job. I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really got it like that. And you just sitting at home on your ass not doing nothing or whatever. Nah, like you need to jump in and help a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you see me struggling, like
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you love me, you want to be with me, and you know what I'm saying? Like let's do this together. You know what I'm saying? Like. You know, some women ain't built like that though. Right. Then you got some women they'll love to have a nigga to go 50-50 with them.
Yeah.
Cause you got some women that's doing everything.
You take care of niggas.
They taking care of the nigga.
Yep.
They taking care of the kids.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas sitting at home all day on the couch playing Madden and 2K and shit. You know what I'm saying? He, a house daddy and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm the type of nigga, I ain't trying to be no house daddy. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type of nigga, I'm gonna get up and work.
Facts.
Whether I got an old lady or whether I don't or whatever, I'm just a working type of nigga or whatever. And then if I do got an old lady, I do got kids and I got an old lady and shit, I'm getting up and I'm going to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sit at home
and play 2K all day.
But not even just that. I'm not trying to sit at home. I wish I could do that, but I'm not trying to sit at home and be no house daddy or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? That ain't how I was raised or whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? I you know what I'm saying? I was raised by my daddy. You know what I'm saying? And I had a granddaddy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? My granddaddy was like that. My granddaddy had a bunch of kids. My granddaddy went up and worked every day or whatever. My granddaddy went, you know what I'm saying? Like my daddy and my uncles and auntie, they, you know what I'm saying? They tell me like they barely even saw my granddaddy. He was always at work. You know what I'm saying? I barely saw my dad. I spent a lot of, earlier, like, I didn't really see my dad like that because he was always at work. But then when I started getting older, I was at, you know what I'm saying, I was at work with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad was always at work and I was always at work with him. So we didn't get a chance, you know what I'm saying? We didn't get a chance to spend a lot of time, doing other stuff though. You know what I'm saying? Because he was always at work. I saw him get up every day and go to work. And my granddad or whatever. You know what I'm saying? To my granddaddy, that was some hoe shit. Like, you was a nigga sitting at home looking after some kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
He right. I agree with him.
And I know my granddaddy, he wasn't really like he wasn't really no nurturing type of dude or whatever. But it was like, man, fuck that. We ain't sitting at home watching no kids. We going to work. You know what I'm saying? The woman gonna sit at home and watch the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
Come from it though. But see, I always say, everything generational, man. Some generations, you know what I'm saying? It's important. See, man, shout out to your grandfather and your father, man, because it's good that you have that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have that coming up. I was raised by a single mom. I didn't have no father in my life, so it was a little different with me. You see what I'm saying?
But see, I ain't gonna lie though, like me having a father. made me realize the importance of having a father. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
yeah, for real. Like you know what I'm saying? My daddy, he wasn't the best daddy, you know what I'm saying? But he was a daddy, you know what I'm saying? He was there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can remember, I have a lot of good fond memories of my dad, you know what I'm saying? You know, raising me and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he probably don't know this because, you know what I'm saying, you know, me and him, we don't be on that sentimental mushy shit or whatever though. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look up to him and I admire him though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he, you know what I'm saying? He, to me, he that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, to everybody else or like to his, you know, his brothers or his peers or whoever, whatever, or even the rest of my brothers and sisters though. But like, he that nigga to me though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So now you being the father, man, how's it like, you know, raising a young girl in this world, man, with the social media, man, and this shit is crazy, you know. How you do it, man? Talk to me.
Well, the thing is, man, like, well, you know, my daughter don't live with me. You know, she live with her mom right now. You know what I'm saying? So I always kind of been like a out of state dad. But like me and my daughter, we close though. You know what I'm saying? We got a real close relationship. She's a daddy's girl. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she into all that social media shit. Well, she like TikTok. She really into TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's like TikTok. Yeah.
You know, but I just know like I have to be there for her. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, she like I know what she like what I am to her though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I know I'm everything to her. You know what I'm saying? So I just know I have to always, you know what I'm saying, just set a good example and just like be there like the best way I can for her. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard because like when I think about how my dad did it, you know what I'm saying, raising all these kids, I just hope, like I just be hoping that I could be like half the nigga that he is. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if I'm half the nigga my dad is, then I'm doing all right. You know what I'm saying? Of course, because you know, and I ain't trying. Of course, my dad, he might want me to be better than him. I'm not striving to be better than him. I'm just trying to like I said, I'm just trying to be half the nigga that he is. And I feel like I done did something. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I feel you on that, man.
That's
what's up. So now, let's get into you being a barber, man. So when did you decide you want to be a barber? How that whole situation go?
I didn't decide I wanted to be a barber. I didn't choose barbering. Barbering chose me.
Ooh, I like that.
What I'm saying? Like,
I like that.
My dad's a barber, and my granddad was a barber. You know what I'm saying? And you know, my granddad he taught my dad and all my uncles barbering. So in return, my dad taught me and my brother barbering. And crazy, I like to call my dad like the Joe Jackson of barbering. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know what I'm saying, he forced that shit on the nigga. Like, hey, nigga, you gonna get up and cut some hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Saturday mornings when I wanted to sleep in and watch my early morning Saturday cartoons and shit, I had to get up and go to the barbershop with him. You know what I'm saying? So I spent a lot, I grew up in the barbershop, you know what I'm saying? Watching everything, you know what I'm saying? Listening to all the conversations, you know, sweeping, you know what I'm saying? Running errands and shit, getting paid, tips and shit like that or whatever. That was good though, you know what I'm saying? Because at a real young age, you know what I'm saying, I was making money and shit like that. And that's what my dad was trying to tell me, like, yo, nigga, like, come to the barbershop, nigga, you finna get some money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm finna get some money, you finna get some money. Like, he taught me the game, he taught me the hustle, you know what I'm saying? And then when I got older, you know what I'm saying, he's like, I got older, he's like, you can't be no sweep up boy forever, you know what I'm saying? So now it's time for you to learn how to cut, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even want to cut hair, you know what I'm saying? I didn't because I was scared though. You know what I'm saying? Working on somebody's head, whether they don't like the haircut, whether I fuck them up with some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was scared. You know what I'm saying? So my dad, he, you know what I'm saying, after he seen, you know what I'm saying, he was trying to force it on me, then once he kind of eased up. He eased up and I ended up, my first job, I was working at the grocery store at Super Giants over on Campbellton Road. Working over there at Super Giants, I was bagging groceries and shit. That was my first job. I think I was making about minimum wage, about like maybe like $5 an hour or some shit like that. So like every week, man, you know, I go to after school, work on the weekend. So every week my paycheck could be like, you know what I'm saying, probably like $80, $90, $100 or whatever. And the shop that I was working at the time, my homeboy Javars, it was his daddy's shop. His daddy was the owner. My daddy was managing it or whatever.
Right.
So Javars had, you know, had on started cutting or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I was on break. I went down to a barber shop. That nigga Javars like, man, I just made $100 today, and it was only 3 o'clock.
Right.
He had already made $100.
Right.
I'm like, damn, nigga, you made that today, and the work day ain't even over yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I thought about it. I said, this nigga made $100 in about he probably made that shit probably maybe in about 6 or 7 hours, and it's taking me a whole week to make $100. Nigga, I quit the grocery store that day and started cutting hair.
You've been on straight there ever since.
Man, bro, I started cutting hair professionally at the age of 17. I was still in high school. You know what I'm saying? And I was making good money at a very young age. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, that was during the golden era. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like doing the BMF days and shit like that or whatever.
So you remember them days of BMF when this shit was lit?
Niggas was getting money, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of, you know what I'm saying, OG niggas from around the way, niggas was getting money. They was coming to the barber shop and blessing the nigga, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta think, man, at 17, you know, I'm going to the shop for about 3-4 hours after school.
Right.
Then I'm working all day on the weekends or whatever.
Right.
So shit, I'm, you know, Monday morning, I'm going to school with probably about $300, $400, $500 in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? You know, niggas thought I was selling weed in high school. I was like, nah, I cut hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm cutting hair. You know what I'm saying? But so it was definitely like a blessing. It was a blessing. And it was a good thing too, though, man. Like I was making my own money. I was able to like, you know, buy my own school clothes and shit. You know, jump fresh and shit like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Take the little girls out on dates and shit like that. You know, so it was lit. You know.
That'd be real one. Okay. You just fuck somebody up one time.
Of course, man. When you first started cutting hair, man, and see the thing for me is I'm gonna say I was blessed because I grew up in the barbershop and my dad definitely prepared me. Like, so I had an advantage versus somebody that was, you know what I'm saying, that had you know, maybe went to barber school or was just coming out of barber college and stuff like that. Because my daddy had already kind of like set me up for success, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when he was teaching me, you know what I'm saying, he'll let me, you know what I'm saying, cut some of his clients, or some of his clients had kids, he'll let me cut them, and he was always there to like assist me and stuff like that or whatever. But yeah, I did mess somebody up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I messed somebody up a few times, like earlier when I first started cutting. And they was mad. They wanted to fight a nigga and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the other barbers in the shop and shit like that. And of course, my dad, they weren't gonna let nobody like jump on me and shit like that. And I ain't gonna lie. I grew up cutting hair around, you know what I'm saying, around them niggas was some savages though, you know what I'm saying? But them niggas was some good barbers though. But them niggas was some savages though. Like, you gotta think, me being as young as I was, I had to really be on my shit to like, you know what I'm saying, to eat. I had to eat because them niggas was, you know what I'm saying? But they taught a nigga, them niggas was there though, they taught a nigga the game, they taught a nigga to hustle and shit like that or whatever. So you just like, you had to be on point, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they was on point, and if I fucked up, you know what I'm saying, all them niggas was there to like, you know, help a nigga and bail a nigga out though. So definitely shout out to a at the time it was called the New York Barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Jabars, you know what I'm saying? Me and him, we came up in the barber game together and shit like that. Shout out to his pops. That was his pop shop. His pops, you know what I'm saying, gave me a chance, you know what I'm saying? Like at a very young age, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to all them, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Shout them boys out, man.
All them niggas.
You know, and just like how we talking about, you know, when it comes to barbers, you know what I'm saying? People be so skeptical when it comes to barbers because, like you said, You scared somebody gonna fuck you up or somebody gonna do that. That's why people will stay with a barber for 20, 30 years. That one barber.
My thing is, man, when you a barber, man, that's the one profession, man. You got to take that shit seriously. You got to be on point. You know what I'm saying? Like some barbers, them niggas is just naturally skilled. They just naturally gifted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then you got, you know what I'm saying, some barbers that had the, like me, I'm not gonna say I was naturally gifted or skilled. I had to work at that shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to really like study the game. You know what I'm saying? Study barbering. I learned from being around other good barbers. You know what I'm saying? You know, they show a nigga little, you know, little techniques here, little techniques there, or whatever. And then you kind of like, you just, you know what I'm saying, you perfect that shit or whatever. I took something from every barber that I ever watched or every barber that ever trained me or whatever. I took something from all of them or whatever and just kind of like made it my own, you know what I'm saying? And then now that I've been doing it for a while or whatever, you know what I'm saying, it's just, it gets easier, but the thing is, I'm getting older too though, you know what I'm saying? But you know, you just kind of, you know, you just got to stay up. You just got to stay up on your game, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, everything is evolving. Even barbering, you know what I'm saying? It's evolving, you know what I'm saying? So you got to, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit that I didn't know back then, I know now, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of just got to, you got to keep up. You got to keep up with the trend, the new shit. So my thing is like I learned from older barbers, but now I'm at the point where I'm learning from the new barbers too. You know what I'm saying? Like my little brother. How many years I'm older than? I'm about 15 years older than Zion. He cutting hair now. You know what I'm saying? And he's really good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna put it like this. He's better than what I was when I was his age. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now I'm learning from him because he up on all the latest shit up and the new shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, probably retired from barbering, and probably married, with another kid or two. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Probably what else I'll probably be doing in the next 5 years? I'll probably be doing real estate.
Okay.
I'll probably be doing real estate and probably be doing some investing and, you know, traveling and shit like that or whatever, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then. so give me what's your top 5 greatest rappers to ever do it, man? I know we done had discussion.
Oh my God, man.
So many times. I know
we have it because and it changes too though because
it do.
Like cause sometimes I might put a nigga on that list, like he might not be my favorite rapper, but I still know how good he is. Though. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you want to know my 5?
Who your top 5 greatest to ever rock the mic?
Who you ever rock the mic, man?
Yeah.
I gotta go with Big.
Okay.
I gotta go with Pop.
Okay.
Throw Jay-Z on there.
Okay. It gets tough when it gets to those 2 last spots. It gets so tough.
Andre 3000.
Okay.
And Wayne.
Okay. I like that. Nice top. Great top.
Honorable mention, Drake. Of course.
I'll see, okay, let's talk about Drake, okay? See, Drake, so you don't count the ghostwriting stuff against him then when it comes to him being the top 5 artists. Because
okay, think about it.
Let's go.
Niggas on probably ghostwriter for Drake.
Okay.
But I think Drake on ghostwriter for other niggas
as well. I believe so too.
I mean, that's just something that goes on in the industry. I heard niggas was ghostwriting for Wayne.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
You know what I'm saying?
That's been refuted though.
I mean, you know.
Gilly the Kid came back from that statement.
Yeah, I mean, I had heard Gilly was ghostwriting for that nigga a while back.
Yeah, that was a big thing about that though. It was a big thing.
You know.
But my thing is, I get what you're saying, but it's like for a lot of people, that's why you realize, even though in that whole war, right, they beef with Meek Mill and Drake, even though Drake won when they was going back to back with the songs, but Meek Mill won the war because not everybody questioned Drake's pen. People, I'm telling you, bro.
Now, I ain't
People
gonna
question Drake's
I ain't gonna say Meek won the war.
Because I'm saying he won the war.
Niggas did question that shit though.
They still do.
My thing is, I tip my hat off to Meek.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he was able to survive that,
yep.
and come back and still like be like, but that goes to show how good Meek Mill is, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Meek that nigga.
Now, what I'm saying, they question Drake's pen.
I mean, shit, some niggas think that Meek is better than Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Meek is a spitter.
My thing is,
okay, Drake is an artist.
Drake is an artist.
Drake is an artist.
So okay, I'm gonna put it like this.
There's a difference between talent and artist.
Who you think the better rapper between
Drake and Meek Mill?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough. That is tough.
You know what? I'll go out on a limb and say Meek.
It might be Meek.
But
it might be Meek.
But has Drake had more success? Yes.
Right.
Is Drake probably the better overall artist?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
It's not even close.
Now we just talking about just straight rapping, like straight rapping.
Right.
Probably Meek.
Yeah.
Meek spit, man. Meek is a spitter. You know what I'm saying?
Right. See, Andre 3000. Right?
Oh my God, 3 stats.
We got to go with 3 stats.
Go.
Let me tell you why I always when people it's a very people put him in top 5, but here's why
he's always going to be in my top 5.
And I understand. He's top 5 worthy. I'm not saying he's top 5 worthy.
Truth be told, I really think that Andre 3000 is the greatest rapper to ever touch the mic. And I won't even argue with you against that. I won't even argue with you against that. Anybody.
I won't even argue with you.
I ain't just saying it because he's from Atlanta.
No.
Whatever.
Matter of fact, I told somebody that I won't even argue with you against that. But let me tell you this. Let me say this. The reason why I don't have Andre in my top 5, the reason why is because he don't have a solo album. He didn't compete. So it's kind of hard.
You don't think The Love Below?
That's a double.
That was double disc, but it was still his.
It wasn't like just an Andre album that Andre need to put out his own album.
So I'm saying, so what?
That's why I don't consider it top 5.
So 3 stats. You need a standalone album.
I need a standalone album.
That's what my boy D said.
I need for him to compete. Like Wu-Tang, Method Man got his album. Raekwon got his album. Ghost. You see what I'm saying? They all got their own.
I still count The Love Below as his album.
I feel what you're saying though. You can though. You can argue that, but that's my only knock against him. But lyrically, I'm with you. Lyrically,
not even just lyrically, man.
We on the same page.
The nigga sing.
Yep.
He do instruments or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And the love.
There's no debate here.
And the love, and out of Speaker Box and Love Below, which one was better?
Come on now, you already know.
The Love Below, right?
But
the Love Below was
my biggest thing. Here's my biggest thing when it comes to that whole thing too, though. People have Andre, and this really irks my nerves. People have Andre in their top 5, right? But have Big Boy top 30 and top 40. Now Andre is better. He is better, but he's not way better than Big Boy. Like, it's not that much.
First of all, for Big Boy to even keep up with 3 Stacks.
Thank you.
And be on par all these years.
Thank you.
So like Big Boy, you won't make my top 5.
Yeah, but
he'll probably be in my top 10.
Top 10, at least top 20. People be having him so far back. I'm like, bruh.
You can't.
I'm like, he ain't that. Like, for him to even still be able to stand out next to a nigga like that.
Exactly.
It's good.
And, you know then actually release his solo projects after they, split or whatever.
Yeah, give Big Boy some damn credit. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's my only knock though against that though. But see, me, my top 5 very similar to yours.
Okay.
Very similar. Pop, Biggie, Wayne, Jay.
Okay.
Nas.
Ooh.
I throw Nas in there. But see, Andre is. But see, then for 6 right there for me, I put M there. Then I put Rakim. Then I put Andre right there. I put Andre. I told you why I put Andre at 7.
Yeah. So
because I hold that again.
Okay. So my thing is, you asked me for my top favorite 5.
Right. Now it's a top 5 all the time. That's a great top 5 though. That's a great top 5. I'm not, like I said, I'm not arguing against him being a top 5 artist. I just feel like he didn't compete in that nature to him being there. Now you talking about group, of course Outkast is the best, right?
Hold on, wait a minute. Then I gotta switch my top 5 up then.
Okay.
I gotta take my top 5. Whew, boy.
It's tough.
I'm gonna have to take Tupac out.
Ooh, that's a tricky question.
And put Eminem.
Put Eminem.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, Tupac to me,
Don't get it twisted, cause as much as I like Pop,
yeah,
Pop wasn't that much of a lyricist to me though.
Pop had a passion. To me, Pop is the most versatile.
Tupac was good.
Yeah.
But now when we, I know the audience gonna be like, man, nigga, make up your mind. I fucked up, y'all. Listen.
Nah, go ahead.
Listen, I'm high, I'm drunk. I'm gonna do my shit over, man. I'm going with Biggie.
Okay.
Jay-Z.
Okay.
Eminem.
Okay.
Lil Wayne.
Okay.
3,000.
3,000.
Yeah.
Great top 5.
So I swap Pac out for Eminem. And
I
know what everybody think. Oh, not the white boy, but yeah, Eminem.
You see, I took Eminem out my top 5 because I think Eminem, I think his music aged badly.
You think so?
I think Josh, you know better than anybody. You can't play in the barbershop. My name is who? My name is what? You can't play that shit in the barbershop.
Hold on, now, if you got like a little playlist, you can throw a couple of popular Eminem songs.
You can probably play Lose Yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Forget About Dre.
But I remember back then, though, when I was a young nigga coming up in the shop, when Eminem dropped. You know what I'm saying?
Cause that was the wave then, but I'm saying
we were listening to that shit in the barbershop, though. We played that shit.
Yeah, back then. Not in 2022. Y'all playing now 2022? Hell no.
Now Eminem would have to drop something now, and then we'll listen to it or whatever.
Oh, man.
I get what you're saying, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Basically, you trying to say a lot of Eminem music ain't timeless.
Yeah, it ain't timeless. It was only good for that time period. It was great for that time period.
Damn, you know what? I could agree with you.
It was great for that time period.
But
like you said, for that time period. But as a lyricist, it's no doubt he's top 5. It's no doubt.
There's no doubt.
Lyricist, period.
Got you. I give you that.
Barred up, but
I give you that.
yeah, his music just aged better. But see, yeah. But it ain't top 5 though, man. That's great top 5. You know, see me, of course, from my generation, you know, I think Weezy F Baby is the greatest to ever do it, man.
Man, Lil Wayne, man.
Because let me tell you why I say Wayne though. Because
talking about Lil Wayne, man, you talking about what's crazy is, so let me think, I'm 37, so Lil Wayne gotta be about.
He ain't 40. He just turned 40.
He just turned 40.
40, something like that.
Okay, so he 3 years old. He was born in 82 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about damn near like 3 decades.
That's why. Yeah.
You talk almost 3 decades of you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, man.
The man, and then for him to still even be relevant in that many decades, it's ridiculous, man.
A lot of the young folks, they don't know about Hot Boy Wayne.
They don't.
I was listening to Lil Wayne when he was the Hot Boys. When he probably wasn't even the best rapper out of the Hot Boys.
He wasn't. It was
you know what I'm saying? For me, it probably was Juvenile,
mm-hmm.
BG,
mm-hmm.
Turk. You know what I'm saying?
But Wayne was the youngest one. So he was still developing.
He was still developing.
Developing.
I never back then when I was listening to Hot Boy Wayne,
mm-hmm.
I would have never thought in a million years that he will become one of the biggest rappers ever. Yeah. I never saw this for him.
Men in the Wheat, man.
I never saw this for him.
I'm telling you something. Men in the Wheat, back when niggas was standing in line about copies.
Listen,
not streaming now. Not streaming.
This one, okay, I'm gonna put it like
not streaming. That's how hot he was. Lil Baby ain't even done that yet.
This one I knew Lil Wayne was gonna be the one. When he dropped that first Carter.
Yeah, me too.
The first Carter, I said, okay.
That nigga got something to say.
I said, this is it.
Yep.
This nigga is for real. You know what I'm saying? This nigga is for real.
Yeah. I'm not saying nigga gonna be the GOAT, man, for sure, man. But yeah, man, I definitely appreciate you coming out, man, joining this podcast, man, showing love to this podcast. Podcast about giving upcoming entrepreneurs, entertainers, just anybody, man, a platform to get up here and promote themselves, man. Just You know, be on some real shit, man. Educate the youth, man. All of this is for the youth, man, because y'all next. We are the future, man. That's what it's about, man. You know what I'm saying? And Josh, man, great person.
I appreciate you having me.
Good heart, man. Cut me. One of the best barbers, man. I thank him for cut me in, man, and not fucking me up. I done had some fuck ups.
And D, I'm gonna tell you this too, man. You one of my best clients too, bro. Like, you one of my best clients, bro.
I appreciate that.
Always on time, you know what I'm saying? You gonna come through, you gonna chop it up with niggas and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know, the cut that I do on you, it ain't too hard, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, yeah, definitely, man. And I remember when you came in, you know, when you was coming in.
When I came in,
and you was telling me that you was gonna do this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this podcast. Yeah, I remember that time. You talking to me about this shit.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Yeah. And now you done did this shit, you know what I'm saying?
I did it, man. I appreciate it.
You kept saying you was gonna have me on here.
Yeah,
you did that. You know what I'm saying?
Got my boy.
Definitely shout out to you, man.
Yeah, I got something to say, man. What I want to show people too, man, is that anybody can teach you something, bro. A lot of times, man, we grow up in broken households. We look at social media and celebrities to teach us and raise us in a lot of ways, and sometimes we don't realize that the next door neighbor,
the nigga right next to you or whatever,
got a lot of knowledge ready to go. And this nigga could have been in those same shoes. He just probably made one decision that messed up everything.
And you know what? That's the most like rewarding part about me being a barber or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like being a young black entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying, in the neighborhood or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Making money, man. Like I don't watch young cats like grow up. You know, I've been cutting their hair since they was a baby, all the way up until now. And now I'm cutting their kids' hair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm watching people grow up. I'm watching people, you know what I'm saying, do great things, and you know, people are doing great things, and they're sharing that with me.
Right.
You know, the networking. You know what I'm saying? You know, the barbershop is a cornerstone in the black community.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
You know, the Black Man's Country Club or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All the brothers coming in, they know each other, everybody greeting each other, everybody talking about their problems, their experiences, what they got going on, what they doing, what they about to do. You know what I'm saying?
And it's no judgment. It's not judgment.
No judgment.
Cause we all on to L's.
Yeah, we talking about.
We all on to L's. So it's no judgment.
We talking about any and everything in the barbershop.
For real, y'all do. We do. But so that's one thing I love coming to the barbershop. I love having those talks because. As men, all men, that's the one place, like you said, all men get together and just talk. Ain't no egos, there ain't no pride. It ain't nothing that all men just come together and sit down and have a conversation.
You know where my shop at, man. You know, we right over there. We right over there in the heart of the hood. Man.
Heart of it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right there.
Man, Camilton Road, man. You know what I'm saying? 1985 Camilton Road. Anybody that want to come see me?
Come get at them, bro. Come get at them. I'm telling you. You know, you're not disappointed.
Man, we serving and preserving the community, man.
Absolutely.
We giving out, you know what I'm saying, good service, and you know, we do as much as we can for the community and for the neighborhood, and each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Facts.
Man, you know?
Facts. So what can we find you on social media, Josh?
Social media, I'm on, I don't use my Facebook, so my main social media is Instagram, the Temp God, you know what I'm saying? Just all one word, everything lowercase, the Temp God, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay. And you find me at Put You On Game _podcast_. Put You On Game _podcast_. Man, like I said, man, it was lovely having you up here, man. We gotta do this again sometime.
Hey, now look, next time, next time you need to have me on here as like a guest host or some shit like that.
Oh, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got some real plans to do with this podcast, bro.
Ask your audience, ask everybody, you know what I'm saying, did they like the interview with me or whatever. Ask your people.
They always give me feedback.
They want me to come back and be a guest host or something. You know.
Yes, sir, man. And that wraps it up, man, for another episode of Put You On Game. All right, man.